You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Well, Jim Harbaugh, it seems, had a little mind change yesterday evening. Now, I made a video the day before the news broke. He was going to the Minnesota Vikings. He was taking the head coaching job, going back to the NFL, and I said, oh, I called it. He's finally going back to the NFL. Now, for full disclosure, I'm a Niners fan, and I'm a Michigan fan, so I've had a lot of Jim Harbaugh over the last decade, okay? However, yesterday evening, all of a sudden a report came out from Adam Schefter, a Michigan alumni, by the way, and Jim Harbaugh changed his mind, did a little flip-flop, and decided he was going to stay in Michigan. Very, very out of left field. I felt for sure he was going to the NFL. All this started with the Raiders. It went to the Raiders. There was rumors swirling around about the Bears and then the Vikings. Well, now the Vikings are on to the offensive coordinator of the Rams, and Jim Harbaugh is staying in Michigan. Now, as a Michigan fan, awesome. Glad he is staying. I still think he's better suited for the NFL, having played there for 15 years, but great. Love seeing Jim on the sidelines. And, as a Michigan fan, I feel good about this. At the end of the day, is it very possible that he was playing all this in order to get more money out of the administration at Michigan? Absolutely. Absolutely, that's a thing. Okay, and it was a thing I think we were all aware of. Keep in mind, reports were coming out of Michigan that he was going around telling people goodbye in the offices. Okay, goodbye, thank you for everything, blah, blah, blah. And it was a wrap. He was supposed to be going to the Vikings. And like I said, somewhere along the line, yesterday evening, there was a little mind change. After nearly 5 weeks of rumors, this is 24/7 Sports. After nearly 5 weeks of rumors and a full day of interviews in Minneapolis for the Minnesota Vikings opening, Jim Harbaugh will remain the head coach of the Michigan football team. Wednesday evening, at Harbaugh's diligence with the NFL appeared to be coming to a point of no return. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that Harbaugh had turned down interest from the Minnesota Vikings and would instead return to coach the Wolverines in 2022 and presumably beyond. Quote, Jim Harbaugh called Michigan to inform the school that despite interviewing with the Vikings today, he will be returning to the school for 2022. Sources tell ESPN. Schefter tweeted, Michigan was, in words of one source, elated to get Harbaugh's decision. Yeah, absolutely. Harbaugh is coming off a 12-2 season that saw him lead Michigan past Ohio State for the first time since 2011, to a Big Ten title for the first time since 2004, and to its first ever college football playoff. He has gone 61-24 in 7 seasons with Michigan, including 59-20 in 6 full seasons. He has delivered 10-win seasons and top 15 finishes, 2015, 2016, and 2018. It is unclear Tuesday if Harbaugh's return includes a new contract. Okay, 24/7 Sports has reported a new contract offered to him would increase his annual salary to the neighborhood of his initial $8 million he was receiving in 2015 to 2020. The head coach agreed to a highly reduced salary coming off a 2-4 season that resulted in many fans wanting the once adored coach to be fired. Though Harbaugh has never publicly complained about the salary, even telling reporters he would coach Michigan for free. Last month, the coach was set to make around just $4 million annually prior to performance bonuses, slotting him well outside of the nation's top 30 college head coaching salaries. And I'm sure there was a lot of other college coaches around college football that were pissed off about him doing that. Look, none of them guys, players or coaches, ever want to see anybody under market value because it hurts their salary base, makes them look bad, makes them look greedy. he's a hell of a coach. I know a lot of people, it's easy to hate on Harbaugh, and I get that. He's very eccentric. He's somewhat odd in his personality, but he's fiery. He's entertaining on the sidelines. Man, even though I'm a Michigan fan, I miss him with the 49ers. I do. In my opinion, he was far and away our best coach since Mariucci, and one could argue since Seifert and Bill Walsh. I mean, there was something about Harbaugh. I think if he would have stayed with the Niners, we would have already won a Super Bowl there during his tenure, maybe multiple Super Bowls. But Jed York and Trent Baalke blew that relationship. They just did. I said I thought he would go back to the NFL. I thought he was more suited for the NFL, having played for 15 years. But now I'm starting to wonder if he will stay at Michigan for a very long time, because if he wasn't coming back this year with the Raiders, with the Bears, okay, and of course, reports he had taken the Vikings job, if he was not coming back this year, then when was he going to come back, right? He had serious ties to the Raiders and the Bears. All right, so I don't know. That makes me think he's going to stay for a very long time. Now, the other thing I want to talk about here is let's not underestimate the fact that the college football playoff is going to get to 8 games or 8 teams, most likely to 12 teams. That changes a lot if you're at Michigan because, yeah, every year you do have a chance to make the college football playoff. And that means a lot of money for the university, a lot more publicity for the university. I try to be realistic as a Michigan fan. We're not going to recruit like Georgia and Alabama. We're not. As soon as they got on the field against Georgia, I mean, literally got on the field and I saw our athletes out there and I was like, oh, shit, we're going to get killed. You know, I watch mainly SEC football outside of Michigan and a few outlier Big Ten games. The athletes just look different in the SEC. They just do. LSU, Georgia, Alabama particularly. I mean, it looks like an NFL team going out to play some outlier NFL players on Michigan's team and Wisconsin and all these guys. But you get the point. I mean, you can just look at the recruiting classes. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus, Michigan, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a big gap in recruiting. In talent, absolutely. So, tell me what you think, Black and White Live fans. Harbaugh with a little mind change, a little flip-floppy. Yeah, go blue. Shit. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.